Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis. It is September 24th. We are on the European Dead Zone down in Winding Cove, and Zur is hanging out up on the cliff, so let's go see what he's got for sale. If you guys did miss it, the last word, episode 167, we had Paul Tassi on last night. Great chat about Trials, got a little heated, but always a good time. It was me, Travis, Lord Cognito, and Paul Tassi chatting up with regards to the new stuff about Trials, and a reminder for you guys, Trials is more increased rank this weekend, and also you've got some cool rewards. So we'll touch on those here in a little bit, but for now, let's see what he's got for sale. All right, so as usual, we're going to go through the exotics first, then we'll do the legendary weapons, and then we'll check the stats for each piece of armor for each class. So the weapon this week is Merciless. Same thing as last week. If you don't have it, buy it. Right now, it works very well. It's a fusion rifle that charges faster if you don't get a kill on an enemy, so you get your damage quicker and quicker. So if you don't own this thing, buy it. It's pretty solid right now. All right, for the hunters, we've got Shinobu's Vow. New tricks: improve skip grenades, and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenade returns energy when damaging enemies. So your skips, like, basically track better. You have a second one, and if you get damaged, you get grenade energy back. So all good things if you like skip grenades. This is your jam. On top of that, the roll is a 65. You've got 7 in mobility, which is a little low for a hunter. 10 in resilience is a little wasted for a hunter, but you always need a little bit. But you've got 17 in recovery, 16 in intellect, and 13 in discipline, as this is a grenade-based exotic. This is not quite perfect, but it's pretty damn close. If you like this exotic at all for a hunter, you think you may ever use skip grenades, this is about as good as you can ask for a roll that you can buy. So check your stats. If they're not better than this one, 17 and 16 for recovery and intellect, and then the fact that this is a grenade base and you've got 13 in discipline, this is solid. Don't miss this one if you're a hunter, for sure. For the Titans, we've got the Wormgod Keres. I believe they are fixed now, so they should be working. Melee kills increase melee damage for a short time. Additional kills extend the duration and increase the effects, so you can stack it. For Titans, this works pretty well with, like, the throwing hammer, or if you start punching, you can start stacking that damage pretty well. But the throwing hammer is one I've seen some pretty crazy builds on. We've got 11 in resilience, 20 in recovery, 23 in discipline, and 8 in intellect. Strength is low, as this is a melee-based thing. I wish that was... If discipline was down there for strength, that'd be cool, but in the grand scheme of things, 8 in intellect could be a little bit higher, but if you masterwork it, at least it's 10. You've got 20 in recovery and 23 in discipline. This is not a horrible roll. It's a little more grenade-focused on the stats versus a melee exotic. But, I mean, you got a 66 stat roll, not really wasting a ton of stats per se. Don't miss this one either. This one could be pretty solid in general. You can find a way to make this work in a build. For the Warlocks, we've got the Apotheosis Veil. Perk is Insatiable. Immediately regenerate health, melee, grenade, and rift energy upon activating your super. So if you activate your super, everything else is full, including your health. Nearby allies recharge class abilities faster. So if you are running around as a couple Warlocks, you're enjoying your rifts, things of that nature, this one can do wonders for you. Also, you're looking at 23 in recovery, 13 in discipline, 12 in intellect. Strength is a little low, but you're not wasting much on resilience. Mobility's fine. But the fact that you have 23 and you got a 64 stats hole, all 3 of these exotics are pretty solid in stats. Not really too much is wasted. So again, if you like what these perks are doing, all of these are definitely viable pickups this week. All right, so for the weapons, let's see if we've got anything good. We've got a 7th Seraph Carbine, auto-loading holster, and Vorpal. Not really anything too exciting, because honestly, on a primary auto-loading holster, not really doing a whole lot for me. Let's see, Last Perdition, kill clip, under pressure. You've got appended mag, a couple long zoom scopes. You've got some range on this one, which isn't bad. It's a faster pulse rifle. Kill clip's not terrible. Under pressure, little accuracy towards the bottom of the magazine. It's not bad, but you could probably do better in this middle section. But you do have a decent amount of range to work with. Kill clip, never a bad thing. For the bow, Killing Wind and Swashbuckler. Pretty solid. Going to be honest straight away. Swashbuckler on a bow is good because you will get a decent amount of, like, 1 or 2 hit kills. We'll start stacking up. You're going to start one tapping a lot of little red bars. Killing Wind, mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration. If this was Archer's Tempo, I'd say be jumping on this one, but it's not. As for everything else in here, it's mostly okay. You get a little slightly faster draw time here, but Swashbuckler on a bow is not a bad thing. Killing Wind, not terrible either. Definitely going to have some good accuracy here, but overall, nothing too great. Timeline's Vertex. You've got Elemental Capacitor. Basically, depending on your class, you've got different things. Shield Disorient. Not really anything too much exciting here. Not bad for PvE per se, doing a little bit of damage, breaking shields, but nothing too great. Main ingredients: Backup Plan and Moving Target. So Backup Plan grants reduced charge time and increased handling for a short time immediately after weapon swapping. So switch over, Basically, you'll get a faster charge on your first switch and increased movement speed and target acquisition while aiming down sights. I don't know if you'll aim down sights if you switch over with backup plan. Moving target on a fusion rifle is weird, as aim assist can sometimes throw it off a little bit, but you do have liquid coils. Kind of a weird balance with backup plan, but you've got accelerated coils, so if you got the ultra fast, or you can go a little slower for that bigger charge time. Also get a little bit more range out of this as well. Not a bad roll. Last week was like god tier for PvP. This isn't bad though, but last week was better. I think backup plan isn't quite as great as it used to be. For Outrageous Fortune, we've got Snapshot Sight, Rampage, nothing too exciting there. You've got Crowd Pleaser. No, nothing too exciting for either of those. Looking for damage perks, stacking, things of not much going on here. All right, so let's look at the armor, see if there's anything good. Looks like we've got the Future War Cult set, at least for the Titan this week. We've got 61 in the arms. That is not good. Chest, 61. Low in resilience. You got high recovery, high other things, but low resilience, not the greatest for a Titan. Helm. None of these are apparently going to have resilience for a Titan this week, which is a little weird. Not bad recovery. Decent intellect, 62. You need a little mobility. That's not a terrible helm. And then 59 for the boots. Not so great. All right, so for the Warlock, let's take a look. 64, very well-rounded. That's not bad. Resilience is a little high for a Warlock, but again, almost double digits and everything. It's just a well-rounded piece of armor if you need a fill-in spot. Not bad. Robes. Low recovery, low intellect. That's literally the opposite you want for a Warlock. Helm, 62, high on discipline and mobility. Meh. 19, 61. They're okay. Nothing too exciting so far. Like, this is a pretty well-rounded, even middle roll guy. Little high intellect, decent recovery. Not the worst. Not bad gloves, though, I'll be honest. All right, finally, for the Hunters, we've got a 62 mobility, resilience, discipline, intellect, lacking recovery, so that's not great. High resilience. If that resilience was where the mobility was, the rest of this is great. Discipline, intellect, recovery, 62. That's not bad. That would be great for a Titan. That resilience needs to be where the mobility is for a Hunter. 56, nope. And 62, not bad. High recovery, decent discipline, low intellect, strength, low mobility. Again, mobility is a Hunter stat. That's what helps your class ability work. Let's go look at trials real fast and we'll wrap this up. Just a reminder for you guys, this weekend, the reputation from Trials of Osiris is going to be increased, so it's probably going to be something like double. So especially if using something like Passage of Wealth, you'll be getting a lot of rank this weekend, lots of engrams, therefore you can get lots of Trials loot. If that's something you're looking to do, don't miss out, because this weekend, double Trials reputation, so go enjoy. And that pretty much wraps up this week for Xur. So if you guys did notice, decent exotics for basically everybody. Weapons are kind of mediocre this week, nothing too exciting. Class, armor, you got some okay rolls in there, but nothing really just blowing the doors off of like the stat rolls or anything. But overall, like, each exotic really sits pretty well. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like below, leave a comment if you've got something that you liked that you saw that maybe I missed a comment about, so please make sure and mention those in the comments. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my videos, guides, or anything else that I'm doing, you can hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell for my videos to make it to you in the future. You can also support me directly if you want to check out my Patreon, or you can hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. You can do that. You can find me over on Twitter, and then for streaming, I stream over on twitch.tv/Ebontis and also right here. Thank you guys. Have a good one.